Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at Against the Wind by Bob Seger. So this is mostly just going to be basic open chords here. And we're just going to do a nice simple strumming arrangement of it. There is one bar chord. So hopefully you guys are good at those. But I'm just going to be calling out the chords. I'm not going to be breaking each one down note for note. If you don't know these open position chords, just go to GuitarLessons365.com and check out the beginner section. You'll see tons of lessons just covering the basic open position chords, video lessons for each one, and charts you can download. All right, so let's take a look here. We're going to start here. The intro of the song is just strumming a G chord. Easy enough. Now, when we get to the actual verse, that's what we had when I played at the very beginning. I started with the verse. So that verse is going to start with that same G. Strum for a couple of bars. And then you're going to go to a B minor chord. Now, if you don't know what the B minor is, I will tell you that. That's a bar at the 2nd fret, and you're going to play the 3rd fret on the B string and the 4th fret on the G and the D string. It's just going to be strumming from the 5th string across. So 8 beats on that one as well as the first one. Now we go to a C major chord and back to the G. Now notice those were just 4 beats each. So we have this so far. All right, and then we're going to finish up the first half of the verse by just going to a D and that C again. Now for the strumming pattern, if you guys really want to know this strumming pattern, it's really not essential. You can do a lot of variations on it, but so far in this lesson, I've just been doing down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. While you're doing that, keep the momentum going in your arm. Just down. See, I still did that upstroke there, but I didn't hit the string. So that's how you keep the momentum going. Even when you're not hitting strings, you got to keep your arm going, just like a metronome. So we have down, down, up, down, up. So that pattern lasts for 1 measure. So then you would go, if you those chords that play 2 measures, you would play that pattern twice. So now that's the first time through the verse. Now we just start those same chords over again. We're repeating those chords, but what he does, that last time when it went D to C, those last 2 chords, each for a measure, just reverse them. You just go C to D at the end of the second time through these chords. And that'll sound like this. Right here. All right, so you just basically repeated the same group of chords twice, and they had a different ending each time. You just basically flip the chords. All right, and that takes us to the pre-chorus, which sounds like this. All right, so the timing of those chords is important. Now we're just maybe doing half a measure or 2 beats on some. So we had this E minor chord, just doing 2 downstrokes there, and then the same thing on the D, and then to a G, back to the normal pattern there for a full measure. So we have this. Now we do that again, but this time instead of doing a D in the middle, it's a C. All right, simple enough. All right, so from there, you go back to the E minor and the D, and then to a C. Hold that for 2 full measures. And then go to the D major for 1 measure. That takes us to the chorus. So let me play through that pre-chorus one more time for you. All right, and now we have the chorus. Let me play through that. The chords change a little bit quicker here. Sounds like this. All right, so we're going to start here with the G, 1 measure, to the B minor, to the C, back to the G. So that's the first 4 chords, and then the next chords, second half of the chorus basically, chords are really just going by 2 beats each. It's a C major to that B minor, then an A minor, and back to the C. And you're just going to end it with the G. Alright, so let me play through the chorus real quick. Remember the second half, the second group of, if you think of it as just 8 chords with that G at the end, the first 4 chords each last a measure, and then the second 4 chords each last half a measure or 2 beats. All right, from there it goes back to the verse and the pre-chorus and the chorus again. Now coming out of all that, we have a piano section when you go through the chorus again. And it starts with just the strumming of the G again. And then it plays underneath the actual piano solo, you're gonna play the verse chord progression. So it's the exact same thing. So if you wanna know what's going on underneath there, that's what it is. You already know it. It's just the verse chords. All right, and all we really have to take a look at now is this little, the extension where we get to the end of the song, that little outro chorus where they kind of repeat the same thing again and again. At the 3-minute and 55-second marker, there's a little difference in the chords. Now at that point, you'll hear a shift in the chords, and what it is just the C to B minor to D. So that's a C major to B minor. It's right middle of the last chorus, and then to a D major. So this is when you hold that D major, and then you go to, you resolve it basically. And it kind of sounds like this. So coming from the C. Against the wind, against the wind. So just repeat those 2 chords until it fades out. All right, so after that D, you just go to the C for 2 measures, and then G. And just repeat. Against the wind, against the wind. And of course he does some vocal improvisation, but that's pretty much what's going on for the rest of the song and the chords. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.